Imagine a city where survival is dictated by a machine. In this dystopian metropolis, an advanced AI system governs the streets through one strictly enforced metric: total, suffocating fear. The architect of this system is General Vex. Vex operates on a cynical doctrine: human hope is a systemic vulnerability. To him, hope causes unpredictability and rebellion. By eradicating it, he creates a perfectly compliant society. For a young boy named Kale, that system of fear took everything. During a brutal purge of his village, Kale watched his home burn. His mother shoved him into an underground tunnel to save him, sacrificing her own life in the flames. Decades later, Kale returns to these neon-soaked streets as an adult warrior. The city above him screams with the noise of sirens and drone engines, but Kale operates in total silence. His combat is fast and violently effective against the AI soldiers patrolling the blocks. When a governing structure subjects millions to constant pressure, it doesn't eliminate human agency, it compresses it. Survivors like Kale become a highly concentrated byproduct of silent rage, waiting for the right moment to strike back. Nova, a hacker working from a secret underground base, fights with a clear, logical objective. She treats the AI system as a puzzle to be solved for the collective survival of the city's inhabitants. Kale stands in sharp contrast to Nova's mission. While she calculates survival odds, Kale remains emotionally isolated. He strikes with a brutality that feels disconnected from any plan for a better future. This imbalance defies the protection principle Kale learned from his mentor, Oren. Oren taught that true strength is found in shielding others. Yet, as the weight of Kale's action shows, the focus on the enemy has tipped the scales away from his original training. We see Kale dodge a knife and immediately escalate to a bone-breaking countermove. He isn't just neutralizing threats, he is punishing them. Each extra blow on the battlefield pushes the fulcrum further away from the discipline Oren once demanded. Kale is acting as a weapon. He carries the shield of a protector, but his movements suggest he is primarily driven by the fires he watched consume his village years ago. To dismantle Vex's control, the team targets a massive black tower in the center of the city. This monolithic structure houses the central AI core and General Vex himself. The team breaches the fortress, navigating a lethal maze of laser traps and drone defenses. Each floor they clear brings Kale closer to the source of the city's oppression. Then, the mission collapses from the inside. Kale discovers that Oren, the mentor who preached the protection principle, is allied with General Vex. Oren offers a chilling rationale. When Kale calls out the betrayal, Oren claims he is only betraying weakness. To Oren, the idea of protecting the vulnerable is a fatal flaw. He believes only absolute force can govern a world this broken. This revelation hits harder than any physical barrier. Oren has invalidated the very moral logic Kale used to justify his life as a warrior, leaving him without a compass in the middle of a war zone. The sword fight that follows is a collision of two worldviews. Kale struggles to parry strikes from the man who taught him everything, finding his defense failing against Oren's absolute certainty and ruthlessness. Worse, Oren weaponizes Kale's training against him. He uses Kale's reflexes and predictable responses to land punishing blows, turning Kale's own history into a liability on the battlefield. Under the immense psychological pressure of the duel, Oren's worldview aggressively consumes their shared beliefs. As Nova is captured, Kale falters amid falling debris. His belief system shatters into disconnected fragments. Oren has dismantled the student he created. To win, Kale has to stop trying to reconcile with the ghost of his mentor. He must decide if there is anything left to fight for once the person who gave him his mission is gone. Kale faces General Vex on a rain-slicked rooftop during a thunderstorm. This is a brutal hand-to-hand struggle where every punch is illuminated by lightning flashes, stripping the fight down to its rawest elements. Vex mocks Kale's resistance, asserting that the world is too damaged and fearful to be saved. He believes Kale is fighting for a ghost, a city that died long ago. Kale pauses, looking at the city and then at the captive Nova. He accepts that the old world is lost. He activates his energy blade, not to settle the score for his village, but to shield the people still breathing. "I'll save what remains," he says, shifting his stance to cover Nova's position. Following the final strike, Kale vanishes into the shadows. The city receives its first warm light of sunrise. Small figures emerge into the cleared streets, walking without the shadow of drones for the first time in a generation. This shift in focus defines the hero's legacy. By setting aside his personal rage to protect Nova and the survivors, Kale proves that a hero is measured by what stays standing when the storm finally clears.